Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom and welcome. My name is Student Rabbi Alana Rabisha. I am joined here with Cantor Patty Linsky and our education resident Eliana Rubin, and we are so excited to welcome you to Congregation Kol Ami here in West Hollywood. If you want to join us with the words that we will be singing and praying, we are using Mishkan Tefillah, which you can find online at ccarpress.org. And we hope that this service is one of prayer, one of joy, and one that brings you connected to this Kol Ami community. We begin with Shir Hadash, Sing a New Song. you have candles and a Kiddush cup for grape juice or wine near you, I encourage you to come near them and join us in kindling our Shabbat lights.
Please turn to page 121. As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
We continue with Kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu. B'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu. Zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit, ki hu yom techila lemikra'ei kodesh, zecher letziat mitzrayim, ki vanu v'acharta v'tanu kidashta Mikol Hamim V'Shabbat Kodshecha V'Ahava Uvratzon Hinchatanu Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh Shabbat L'chaim.
Chaim. We continue on page 138.
Dodi likrat kala yalala 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 b'nei Shabbat nikavela lecha dodi likrat kala yalala 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 b'nei Shabbat nikavela shamal v'zachor b'tibur echad hishmi'anu Adonai לשם ולתפארת ולתחילה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, יללה, 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 פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, יללה, 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 פני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי היא מקור הברכה. לראש מקדם ניסוחה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תהילה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, יללה, 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 פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, יללה, 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 פני שבת נקבלה. בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה. תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, יללה, 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 פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, יללה, 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 פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, יללה, 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 פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, יללה, 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 פני שבת נקבלה.
We've welcomed to Shabbat. Let's take a moment to welcome one another and say Shabbat Shalom to somebody maybe across the couch or across the table or on Facebook or YouTube chat. We continue with Baruch Hu, our call to worship on page 146. Please rise as you are able.
Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Ya la 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 la, 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 ya
page 148. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tsevaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv arivim.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed.
Please be seated.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך. ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך. וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
On page 157. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot. That wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together.
Ya Elai, Ya Lai, 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 Ya Elai, Lai, 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 Ya Elai, Ya Lai, 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 Ya Elai, Lai, 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 Lai. Mi chamocha, Elohim Adonai, Mi chamocha. Baruch atah Adonai Gal Yisrael.
We continue with Yismachu, a song, a prayer about the joy of Shabbat with this very, very fun melody that I hope you'll maybe tap along to, maybe dance along to.
Ya la la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la la la, ya la la, ya la la la, ya la la la, ya la la la. Yismechu b'malachutcha, shomrei Shabbat. Shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg. Mekadeshei Shvi, Mekadeshei Shvi, kulam yisbe'u ve'yitangu, yisbe'u ve'yitangu. Shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg, yismechu b'malachutcha. Shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg. Hashvi ratzita bo v'kidashto.
We have reached the Amidah, the central part of our service. We will begin with the words on page 164, asking Adonai to open our lips that our mouths may declare God's holiness. And we will continue in silence, either with the words in our heart or the words on the page that go through page 180. Please rise as you are able.
Adonai Sfatai Tiftach, Adonai Sfatai Tiftach, Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha, Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. I will carry you. I will carry you. I will hold you through the dark. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. I will comfort you. Only comfort you. I will hold you till you find your light. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that be still and know. Be still and be still.
We now turn our thoughts to those that are in need of healing in body, mind, spirit. We think of John Altschul, Leona Bander, Elisa Barrett, Vicky Beard, Richard Bernard, Don Bernstein, Lisa Bird, Debbie Blatt, Elaine Blatt, Keith Cantrell, Louise Cantrell, Wayne Cantrell, Jonathan Coogan, Olga Drucker, Tino Felipe, Mike Garza, Dorothy Gibson Anderson, Dave Hall, Don Hollis, Herb Jacobson, Tim Jordan, Heidi Kebas, Daryl Levine, Alan Lenk, Itzhak Magal, Anton Mali, Lauren Ostro, Tammy Rabowski, Manjej Rastegar, Mehran Rastegar, Pari Rastegar, Ben Reback, Howard Romanoff, Ivan Rosenberg, Lowell Selvin, Herb Schultz, Michael Sugar, Michael Simmental, Henry Sommerfeld, Muriel Stein, Barbara Thompson, Kathy Weiss, Eitan Wolf, Nancy Wortman, David Ben Herschel Vibasha, and Miriam Batrachel Vibasha. If there are other names of those that you are thinking of, please feel free to speak them in your spaces or put them into the chat. And please join together on page 371 for the Misha Berach, our prayer for healing.
Mikor
Shabbat Shalom. We all know the saying, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Many explain this proverb to mean that it's better to leave something alone if it's working, because trying to improve it might be risky. But we could also understand this quote differently. If it isn't broken, don't fix it. Broken. Fixed. Either it's going to be better or it's going to be worse. It's a simplistic binary. It's easy to forget sometimes that we can, in fact, to use another saying, make lemonade when life gives us lemons. We don't have to exist in this binary. In fact, I want to challenge all of us to remember that broken isn't a bad word. This week, we read the infamous story of the golden calf. Moses goes up to Mount Sinai for 40 days and 40 nights to receive the 10 Commandments and bring them down to the Israelites. The Israelites, like many of us, are an impatient people who struggle to wait for their fearless leader, and while they are waiting, they turn to Aaron, the next in command, and ask him to make a god that, according to 13th century commentator Ramban, would lead them on an easier journey than what they're on. The Israelites gather all of the gold in their possession and mold it into a tangible deity to worship. God sees this happening and warns Moses of what waits for him back at camp. In this moment, God serves as a voice of reason to God, persuading God to renounce the punishment that was planned for the Israelites. And yet, when Moses makes the journey down the mountain and sees his people dancing and worshiping around this golden calf, in a moment of anger, he throws the tablets, the word of God, and they shatter at the foot of the mountain. Yes, Moses was angry, and with good reason. But this is not the end of our story. Moses uses his leadership to refocus the Israelites and rededicate the camp to God. Moses instructs them all to dedicate themselves to God, to bring blessing to themselves and to the people as a whole. Only then, when the tone around camp is of blessing, does Moses go back up the mountain, ask God for forgiveness, and bring down 2 whole tablets. The question is asked, what is to be done with these broken tablets? Talmudic Rabbi Yosef, teaches us that both the whole tablets and the shattered pieces were deposited into the ark that was carried by the Israelites through their whole journey in the desert, as a sign that both the shattered pieces and the whole tablets were holy, and both were worthy of our respect. The broken pieces are part of our story. When things are broken, there's often a reflex to fix them, especially in a city like Los Angeles or West Hollywood, where there is a culture of Photoshop, of liposuction, of hiding the pieces of ourselves that aren't perfect, or always trying to touch them up. But it's not necessarily a healthy culture, and I think that we all know that. Why would we honor our struggles, our anxiety, our eating disorders, those extra pounds, our addictions, the darknesses that we live with when the door is closed? So they get silenced in favor of the easier conversations. So tonight, I want us to each take a moment and honor our whole selves. Look around your space, look inside your heart, and see the kinds of eyes and souls who we are making Shabbat with, that we are in community with. If you are at home, scroll through the chat. Just a few moments ago, we offered a prayer for healing to those in our hearts, community, and our world who are in need. But the truth is is that we're all a little broken and in need of healing. Close your eyes and silently repeat after me the words of contemporary Jewish musician Dan Nichols. I'm perfect the way I am. I'm a little broken too. I will live each day as a gift. Brokenness is not a bad word. They are not negative characteristics of ourselves. Our struggles are what make each of us human. Like the two sets of tablets, we carry our brokenness next to our wholeness, and our struggles are worthy of respect and love because they too are holy pieces of ourselves. Even if something is broken, it doesn't always need fixing. That's not to say that we won't work on ourselves to be the best version that we can each and every day. But sometimes it's important to recognize where we are, who we are, how we show up, because that too is holy, and it's what shapes our sacred community. This Shabbat, may remembering our brokenness lead us to blessing, to being a blessing in our community, our family, and most important, to ourselves. Kenya here at Sown, so may it be. It is now my pleasure to invite up Rebecca Schurz, a member of our board of directors, our board of trustees, to offer some announcements.
Shabbat Shalom. I'm Rebecca Schurz, a member of the board of trustees. And I need to turn the microphone on. Shabbat Shalom. That's my on-mute moment. So, Shabbat Shalom, I'm Rebecca Schurz, a member of the Board of Trustees. On behalf of the Board and Congregation Kol Ami, we want to wish you Shabbat Shalom. Thank you for joining us tonight, and thank you, Eliana and Patty, for leading the service, and Student Rabbi Eliana, thank you for your kind and tender words and really thoughtful words for us for this Shabbat to take us into it. Thank you for our annual Shabbat sponsors, Aaron Arano and Mike Gaza, Daniel Blatt, Evan Cohen, Kerry Davidson, and Andrew Ogilvie, Phil and Addie Ladeved, Lauren Ostro and Brian Newkirk, Josh Wyman, Joseph Zipkin in memory of Rick Lead, who sponsor Shabbat through the year and make the services possible. Thank you. A lot coming up. This upcoming Thursday, the 24th, we hope that many of you will join us for the SEDEC Council meeting, which will be a virtual meeting where we're looking to give updates on recent initiatives and get your input on how we can continue our social action and justice efforts in the coming months. The meeting will begin at 7 p.m, and please sign up on the website to join us as we plan for that going forward. Next Saturday afternoon, we have a SEDEC Council action, which we'll be doing here at Kol Ami in the building together. This is a really good action that does good. It's also a good time. So if you want to come down and see people, it's also a really nice social thing to do. We will be putting together bagged lunches for the Hollywood Food Coalition. The last session we did back in December, we prepared just over 100 lunches for their Sunday lunch distribution. Our goal is to be doing twice that this time. So next Saturday, 3:30 in the afternoon, come down, see people, and do some good with SEDEC Council. Also next Saturday, the 26th, at 9:30 a.m., Rabbi Levy will lead a Shabbat holiness hike in Palisades Park, Santa Monica. I haven't yet joined. I will aim to make it on this one. I am assured that the trail is perfect for people of all abilities, and I don't think that sportswear is a requirement. So, do come along, join us, and come and get some fresh air and some spirituality outside. At a different pace, on Sunday the 27th of February, we will meet for a special tour of a new exhibit at the Wend Museum in Culver City. That's a 2 p.m. meeting. It's an amazing opportunity to tour the exhibit with the photographer Bill Aaron. Be sure to register through the website. We expect that to be a popular visit. As always, we hope you'll keep up to date on all that's happening with Congregation Kol Ami, visiting our website often at kol-ami.org. That's kol-ami.org. shabbat-ami.org. On the website, you can register for all the programs and keep up to date with what's on the calendar. While you're there, we will also ask, please do consider making a donation towards the congregation. To support the events and the services that happen throughout the year, we really do need the support from everyone who's engaged, so please do support us along with that. Thank you for joining tonight. We're glad to have you with us virtually. Thank you, and Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, Rebecca. Do you need help? We will continue our service with Aleinu L'Shabeach on page 586. Please rise as you are able.
Aleinu L'Shabeach La'adon HaKol, La'tet Gedula Li'otzeh Breshit, Shelo asanu kegoyei ha'aratzot, Velo samanu kemishpachot ha'adama, Shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, V'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, Va'anachnu korehim, U'mishtachavim u'morim, Lifnei melech malchei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz, hayom hahu yeh Adonai echad.
Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and of death. Congregation Kol Ami this week is thinking about Kenneth Wade, stepfather of Dr. Sharon Siegel, Maddie Spindler, grandmother of Marla Sandow, Charlotte Frank, mother of Martin Frank, Louise Hubert, mother of Walter Hubert, Carmela Rinaldi, grandmother of Russell Lyon, Herman Dorkin, uncle of Stephen Weiss, Greta Rosenblum, friend of John Altschul, Jacob Rand, father of Keith Rand, all of which are lit here in our sanctuary. Fred Michaels, brother of Nancy Cohen, Wendy Hurst, friend of Jane Drucker, Brian Garfield, Leo Egan, father of Jack Egan, Arnie Addison, father of Stephen Addison, Sadie Gross, mother of Alvin Gross, Erica Wilcox, sister of Jess Winfield, Laura Schneider, great niece of Esther Baum, Darlene Iyer, sister of Deborah Pascaret, Sylvia Karp, mother of Wendy Hartman, Susan Rosette Edelman, mother of Martha Rosette, Lenore Glick, friend of Lisa Freed, Morris Peltzman, uncle of Bernie Goldberg, Jeb Stewart Robinson, friend of Glenn Rosenblum, Connie Cohen, aunt of Wendy Glenn, Irene Margolin, aunt of Ricky Bander, Justin Perchin, father of Mark Perchin, and Rose Schwimmer, mother of Scott Schwimmer. This year, Congregation Kol Ami is also remembering Jill Dowler, Allison Schurz, Rochelle Kaminsky, Alan Eckaby, Gary Rosenfeld, Stephen May, Herbert Lank, Jack Salzberg, Paul Rush, Hanum Bashi, Michael Epstein, Marvin Keller, Mark Levin, Rick Gold, Erwin Citron, Don Eugene Robbins, Paul Morgan Fredericks, Paula Tabor, Ann Pendo, Linda Bacallian, Ruben Ibarra, Marion Waxner, Claudia Morton, Ron Stoner, Alyssa Bentley, Sandy Saltzman, Jay Solarsh, Shirley Rosenberg, Brandon Lux, Russell Kirschenbaum, Nadine Holt, Christopher Hughes, and to those names we add those that you are remembering. We invite you to say their name aloud wherever you might be or write them in the chat on Facebook or on YouTube. If it is your custom, please rise as you are able. Page 598. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divrach irutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon, uv'chaye techol beit Yisrael, v'agala uv'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam olamei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitrumam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudesha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechamata. Damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei teva, ve'imru. Amen. We conclude with those words of Oseh Shalom, which can be found at the bottom of page 598.
Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol
Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us, to all of Israel, and to all who inhabit this earth. This Shabbat, may that be our blessing, and may we bring peace to this earth. Kenya Hiratzon, so may it be. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat
Shabbat
shalom.